Let's talk about Donald Trump. What's your opinion on him?
I love Trump, man. He's the best we could have ever hoped for.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
But what kind of worries me is, considering he's the best we could ever hope for, and there's still a whole bunch of stuff that hasn't got done, doesn't that show how powerful the people behind all this shit are?
Yeah.
You know, like you've got Trump who doesn't give a shit.
It's a big fight we have ahead of us.
You know, and you've got the best soldier you could have as a president, and he's still struggling to get the wall built. He's still struggling. Still, people, conservatives are being censored on social media.
We picked our top alpha.
We picked our top guy, and we're still losing some. Not losing, but we're still fighting hard on some of the important battles.
Yeah.
So if the next guy isn't Trump level or better, and I can't even think of anyone yet, we're gonna be in trouble.
In my opinion, I think Trump's kind of setting. Hopefully, he clears the field. I think it's like a wrecking crew, like a wrecking ball.
Yeah.
So the guys after him, I'm hoping for Rand Paul or someone like that.
Yeah.
And Rand Paul and these guys, they're learning from Trump. I think they're getting more savage, which is really good.
That's what we need to do. People need to finally get their shit together and just stand up and say, no, that's bullshit, fake news. You know, he's the first guy in a long time.
Yourself.
Yeah. But this is what you need, because it really is crazy that any American thinks it's a bad idea to put America first. That shows how screwed these people's minds are.
Propaganda, man. It's brainwashing.
It's crazy, because if Russia had the most powerful economy in the world, or China had the most powerful economy in the world, do you think they wouldn't put themselves first?
Yeah.
They would absolutely. It's like playing poker. When you play poker against a guy with the big stack and you've got the short stack, and they put the pressure on you and they squeeze you. Wait till China rules the world. They're going to put a squeeze on everyone. You think they're doing a nice trade deal with anybody? They're going to put a squeeze on everyone.
Yeah.
And here we are as America being nice. Oh, well, this is a small country, so they'll benefit more than us.
Communism isn't very nice either. Yeah.
Well, exactly. You know, they're totalitarian, and that's why they're going to win if we don't do something about it. So, I mean, this is all the political stuff, but you know, it's great to have someone who's actually in the White House who actually gives a shit about America instead of giving a shit about everyone else.
Yeah, first president in my lifetime that I'm proud of every single day.
Yep.
My whole life I've never had a president like this.
Yep.
Yeah, so it's been waking up in America now. It's like a whole new life, man. It's awesome.
He's doing a fantastic job. So I can't wait for. I'm going to make sure I'm in America on election night 2020 just to see. I'm going to be in New York.
I was fucking a Hillary supporter on election night. It was awesome. It was fucking. I was like, oh, you only being grabbed by the pussy? Like it was fucking dope. It was really savage.
I do.
Total accident. Like it wasn't set up like this. I was like, oh, this is great.
They all end up Trump supporters.
She was literally like in tears at one point when Trump won. It was bad, dude. I don't know if I should put this on camera. Whatever.
People hated the idea of Trump.
Yeah, because
Trump was demonized as the worst thing to ever happen to politics.
Yeah, because these are leftist. These are little leftist, easily offended hippies. They don't have any concept of the real world. What people don't understand is, people say to me, oh, Andrew's violent, Andrew's this, Andrew's that. What I understand about the world that most people don't is that the world requires balance. It's the oldest thing in the world. It's like the Chinese philosophy of yin and yang. You got the black and the white. You need to have someone who's smart, but you also need to have someone who understands violence and understands that violence has an applicable role. Nowadays, leftists want to go through the world and they think violence is wrong. This is wrong, that's wrong. Violence isn't wrong. Violence is subjective. If someone breaks into your house and wants to hurt your family, you're going to get violent. So it depends. Everything has a place on this planet. Leftists don't understand this. So they get so easily offended by someone or by something, and they think it's 100% bad. Trump's not 100% bad. Trump has a place. There's place for people like Trump, and I currently genuinely believe his place is at the head of the United States of America. Who was the alternative? Hillary. A career politician. Literally, what amazes me most is all these lefts who complain about Trump, they complain about the establishment and they complain about the corporations, and then they want to get Hillary in power. Hillary is completely what you dislike. She has pretty much no career her whole life besides being in politics. That's all she's ever done. And she sucked the right dick of Bill's, so now she gets a chance to be president. How does that work? Trump is the American dream personified. The American dream is you can make your own money, you can get rich, you can be president. That's what he's done. He started with $1 million, fair enough, but he's become a billionaire. So he ain't stupid. He knows what he's doing. He's become the president of the United States. What's wrong with that? But leftists won't accept it. No, he's wrong. He once said one bad thing about someone once. People say bad things about people. Welcome to the real world. If we just drop the bullshit and all stop getting so easily offended by stupid little things and drop the dumb shit and look at the actual reality of the earth, there's not a single person on this planet, including the leftist hippies who hate Trump, who haven't said a bad thing about someone at some point. That's how the world fucking functions. He said some bad things about some people, big whoop. He's gonna be a better president than Hillary ever would have. So get the fuck over it. Trump is a G. And the worst thing about it all, what amazes me most, is that most of the people crying, it's not gonna affect their lives anyway. Like people are like, oh, Trump's gonna be you smoke weed, you work in an antique shop. What the fuck does it matter if Trump is president or not? Really? Lucy, 21 from Scunthorpe. What the fuck does it matter if Trump's president or Hillary's president or there is no president? You are literally achieving pretty much next to nothing with your life. Next to nothing. You're not in politics. You haven't got fucking stocks and shares in companies that matter. Literally, most of the people I saw complaining about Trump on Facebook either A, didn't really understand politics in the first place, or B, it would not affect them who's president anyway. If you're broke, you're going to stay broke. If you're rich, you're going to stay rich. Politics has actually very little effect on someone's life. The only thing politics can do is set a few laws like don't kill, don't rob, don't steal. Besides these basic outlines, you've got people like me who are going to go and become millionaires on their own, and you've got people who just sit around going, I'm not rich because of the conservatives, I'm not rich because of Trump, I'm not rich, and just excuse makers.
I don't want to get political, but Trump is a guy who says what he means and means what he says. And even if you don't agree with what he's saying, I respect a man who says what he means and means what he says. It's better than most politicians who say something and mean something else.
Yep. Yeah.
Right? I don't like snakes. So I like Trump. So I joined Trump Twitter. And I found out about the Manosphere.
And you met his son too.
Yeah, I met his son, met Donald Trump Jr. Awesome, nice guy. I met Donald Trump Jr. And we sat and we had coffee. There's a picture on my Instagram. We sat and we had coffee for an hour. Super nice guy. Made me coffee, got up, super respectful. Hey man, can I get you anything? Like completely down to earth, completely awesome guy. Really nice guy.